it's not in. I don't get enjoyment out of watching a movie and being scared.
Hmm.
So what I like about this is they able to kind of blend a few different type of like perspectives. Like you can tell there's like a vampire love vibe, right? Then there's this blues and musical and like a bunch of historical drama.
Yeah.
It is gonna be absolutely incredible. We gonna watch that. I normally don't. I'm normally cheap if I'm being honest and wait till Tuesdays, but I'm gonna go Friday
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
want to see it and we can
yeah.
talk about it. But I'm gonna go see that, bro, and then to see the actors in there where you got starring, Michael B. Jordan. Man, he just a dog, bro. He
Yeah.
he he just some of these guys, man, across all of entertainment, I think they we take them for granted because they're just so good.
Yep, you know what this is? This is not a movement, it's the only thing moving, huh? Dig that? Huh. Okay, okay, oh yes, the war is coming. The gap keep growing with the wealthy and the slumming. So I use my mental riches for digits to keep them running till my chips come around. Yup, like a funyun. Bite down, get a taste of that Midwest flavor. While I'm at it, let Mr. Rogers just shout out to my neighbors. I ain't mention the journal when I say wake up, get paper. Not talking about Kobe when they mention a great Laker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Unlabeled Podcast. I'm your illustrious host, Jerome Williams. I got my good brother Burner in the building. How you feeling this week, brother?
Feeling,
Yeah, we back. New week. That's right.
yeah. Feeling good, man. Getting these allergens up off me,
Yeah,
but I'm doing good.
that's what's up, man. Yeah, bro. Man, there's been how was your weekend? It seemed like you had a pretty eventful weekend.
Yeah, man. The patio's officially open. It's officially patio season. Lost my voice a little bit, man. You know, um, just had a time, man. Had a time with some good people and great vibes.
That's what's up. That always matter. My weekend was rather uneventful because for those who don't know, I'm back in school, so it's a lot of every ounce of my free time is me with my face in a book or technically the computer screen, but y'all get it. So
What you going to school for?
network engineering and cybersecurity. Trying to be future proof myself. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of this stuff I already kind of got a warm and fuzzy on. I've been doing this stuff for so long, man. I'm just trying to get the alphabets behind my name this time around. You know what I mean? So you're never too old to reinvent yourself, too old to learn a new skill or anything like that. So that's where I'm at with it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Cue the applause.
I wish I could, but I don't got it loaded in my soundboard.
Boo,
I clap for
boo.
myself.
Ah,
Look like it's
cheap
clapping up myself.
balls.
Cheap odds. I gotta add it to the soundboard, bro. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Like I said, I'm learning a lot. A lot of stuff is like redundant and stuff I've learned that I've known for years. Like I said, cable heads I've already messed with because this was a part of my career path before, bro. This isn't really nothing new to me. I was doing this stuff in the service and I did it when I was contracting, so it's really nothing new. It's more so just to get the certs and the ABCs behind my name now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So I just decided to go ahead and take that initiative, man. But earlier, I posted something on Facebook. Like Facebook is where I like to go do my research. Meta, they got Instagram is kind of a whatever platform for me. I've never been a fan of Instagram. It's probably like one of the worst. So I like to do a lot of my engagement with people on social media. Excuse me, Jesus. Lord, come on, man! I ain't that tired.
Right, right.
Right. It just came out of nowhere too, but I ain't tired at all. Actually, I guess I was depriving myself of oxygen. But anyway, I like do a lot of my data research and messing with people on Facebook. So I posted a status about making a sandwich out of the two end pieces of the bread. Well, we call it the booty piece. If you black, you familiar with the booty piece of bread, and man, and it let me know, man. We like to complain a lot in America about poverty and things of that nature, but a lot of people don't eat the booty piece of the bread, bro. And I know you have some thoughts on people not taking in, not eating the booty piece of bread. But I got some thoughts too, because I asked the question for a very specific reason. I know it's comedy as well, but I asked it for a very specific reason. What were your thoughts on people not consuming the booty piece of bread?
Oh man, what a life. Haven't been hungry enough. Them groceries must have been in there on time and on task. Because I tell you what, that booty, them butt slices, you toast them, a little bit of mustard, some lunch meat. Man, don't have the other essentials like jalapenos or a little bit of lettuce. Ooh,
You in there when your
oh,
pantry is stocked, you in there. That's the hack right there. I'm telling you, man. Toast it. It makes a great piece of toast, bro. Like it do. It's like eating a cracker. So all the people that don't know out there, if you struggling, if you got your little struggle piece of bread, and then I said my advice to everybody was to eat it first. Eat the booty pieces first. That way, when you broke the next week, you ain't stuck
no.
with the booty piece of bread.
But
Eat the booty piece
that
first.
the booty is designed to keep the other slices fresh.
Ah,
That
so
yeah,
if you take the first piece off, the next piece is gonna become a booty.
yeah. It's gonna be all bad. It's gonna be really booty. It's gonna be trash.
That's what the plastic bag is for, fool. You full of crap. But man, but also like when I was in Korea, man, I one of my favorite thing to do was go to local markets, right? Because when I went over there, I know I went over there on a services dime or whatever, and I had a job to do, but I also wanted to live on the economy and kind of live kind of like some of the locals did. So I used to always frequent the local bakeries and whatnot, bakeries and the Korean grocery stores, all that. You know what I mean? And over there, man, I remember I used to go to this bakery that the bread didn't have in pieces. I don't know if they cut them off and threw them away, but it was just a loaf of bread, and it was dope because it was super cheap. It was like
Mm.
it was like $1 a loaf or something like that. It was dirt cheap, like or 1,000 won. It was less than $1 actually, but maybe it was a couple bucks. I don't know, but it wasn't expensive at all. It was that's neither here nor there. It was dirt cheap for a loaf of bread, but that bread was some of the best because they made it They made it local, and you got it every single day, bro. It was the
Oh
best.
wow.
Some of the best bread I ever had in my life. It was definitely lit.
Also, those booty slices is great for French toast.
I ain't
It's
never tried.
phenomenal.
I ain't never tried the booty slice for French toast, bro.
Another hack.
Another hat. Somebody put me on. Speak. Well, we on the top of bread. I don't want to digress too far, but it's this cinnamon roll bread that they sell. It's like a loaf of bread, but it's like got a cinnamon swirl in there. Make somebody out here. I think it's a Sarah Lee brand. So, somebody made me a French toast. I'm not a huge fan of French toast, but somebody made me a French toast out of that. Craziest French toast I ever had in my life, bro. Crazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
wild, bro. Like them
It's
breads
a
make a
bunch of
difference.
stuff out here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
them breads make a difference. But I don't want to digress too far. But
facts.
but like I said, I know we said it in comedy, but the main reason I want to bring that up is because I see it. Like I said, I think not eating the booty piece of bread speaks to your lack of resiliency. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if hey, I don't want to go through that. That's too tough. That's too, you know what I mean? I don't want to eat that. I understand if you're doing it for health purposes, but not eating a booty piece of bread just speaks to your privilege and your lack of resiliency, fam. You know what I mean? That's how I look at that. I know we look at stuff so simple, but to me, I always say how you do one thing is how you do everything, and it could be something so simple as into your willingness to consume a bad part of bread. Most people complain that it's too tough or too rough or whatever. You know what I mean? So I know you had some thoughts on that as well, Brandon. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. You know, when you hungry, man, and you going in that cabinet, you literally are going in there to get that bread because you're hungry. So health aside, and especially if we consider growing up, health aside, does that matter? But really, it's just if you hungry, you're gonna eat what's available because it's still bread. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it just speaks to kind of a mindset, man, where a lot of times we associate privilege um, to money and finances, but a lot of time privilege is a mindset. And I think in society now, the mindset of I'm gonna do what I want to do, even if it's unpopular or it's not my first choice, because why I'm hungry and I need some sort of nutrition. You could kind of relate that and kind of see how people just be. If it ain't this, then I ain't doing it. Versus like, yeah, we all would like the middle slice, but
Right.
again, you hungry, you got the lunch meat. Mom may or whoever, dad, they maybe just ain't been grocery shopping, and them ends that I wouldn't have thought twice about it. You know, you eat it once, you know it's a little thick and a little dry. That hence the innovation and the ability to be able to adapt when the circumstances isn't your ideal circumstance. A little bit of toast, you know, a little bit of ketchup, mustard if it's a burger. You know, I'm always on the side of mustard with any type of deli sandwich. Oh man,
Yeah, this dude don't like mayo.
delicious. No, I don't eat mayo. Don't take my black card. I don't eat mayo. I don't eat macaroni.
And I was
It's
like,
over.
I remember I was like, bro, you don't mess with aioli? He was like, bro, I ain't eat none of that.
Nah.
Little inside the burner, but you like I said, you bring up a great point, bro, about adjusting to your circumstances. You know what I mean? And I honestly think that's literally what that is, making the best out of a messed up situation, fam. I'm not going to the store for a whole new loaf of bread. If I got two perfectly fine end pieces, I'm gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've always been on side of it. If it ain't perfect, I'll just do it anyway. You know what I mean? Like it don't have to be perfect. If I'm missing one ingredient, I might try to find a substitute, or I might just make the dish without that one ingredient. You know what I mean? Like we gonna get to a meal though. You know what I'm saying? So but that speaks to my character. Mm-hmm.
But when you look up now, you see some adults, man. You ever see some adults that like nothing is ever good enough? Like they always find something to be a problem. I think if you trace back to their childhood, they came in that kitchen, opened that cabinet or whatever they keep the bread,
Yeah.
and there was two booty slices left, and they ain't eat it. I think that's the beginning of all these shenanigans.
Yeah.
It's like, hey man, you got to do what you got to do. So
Yeah, that part, man. And that speaks to a larger point with social media, right? Because I think social media is, I don't know if it was intended this way, but I think it became a way to social engineer. Because one thing I've noticed now that we've been in the creative space for a minute, but now that I'm really going hard with the marketing and everything, bro, everything, every step of the way is about that payola. Like it's a little bit disgusting, man. I kind of miss the organic reach that you used to have, but I think a lot of these platforms got us addicted, and a lot of solopreneurs and content creators out here, they trying to get to it, man. I don't even know if it's a such thing as growing organically anymore.
you know, yeah, I think so. I think it's a yes or no type of question. I think you got to pay to play for starters, because I'll tell you what. For example, if you're on Instagram or Facebook and stuff pop up, especially from people you don't know, brands you don't know, etc., those are ads. But the organic part is I see it, but if it ain't fire, I ain't clicking on it. If I click on it, you know, and I go there and it's trash, I'm never gonna come back again. I don't care how many times I see it. So I think it's a little bit of both. You know, where yeah, to be seen by so many people, you gotta pay. It is what it is. And I like that because otherwise people wouldn't see you. There's no way that people would check for you. But when people do check for you, when people do see you, I think the organic part is being prepared. It's a perfect example of where preparation meets opportunity. So
Yeah. That's well said. You threw my topic right off the cliff. I thought you was gonna fight back a little bit.
when you right, you
When
right.
you right, you right. Can't even argue. We on the podcast that's made for arguing. I can't even argue. Yeah, you right. Just gotta agree with the fool. He burn over there now, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse him. But
I'm living, baby. I'm alive.
yeah, you are. I'm glad. But man, yeah, like so. But while we in the realm of social media, I know we want to bring up cooking, man. We starting to see more men on the internet cooking. Me personally, I love it. The Food Network stays on in my house. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but if y'all can, y'all.
Block that out.
Right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely beat that out. But nah, man, I love I like seeing what these content creators are doing. The ones that can cook. I've tried some
Mm-hmm.
of y'all foods, and y'all need to go to jail. I'm calling out one content creator in particular. His name is Mr. Make It Happen. I don't know where this dude is from, but he's of the other persuasion, and I'm gonna tell you, he overcompensates because he cooks a lot of food intended for black people, and everything he cooked got either too much sugar or too much salt every single time.
Oh, wow.
Every time I made one of his recipes, I'm like, bro, ain't no way this is that rich. Like, it's OC rich, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's outside of control, bro.
Tone deaf and taste bud.
Yeah, yeah. No, some of the stuff he be fired, but you just gotta tweak them recipes, bro. I can't follow him to a T. I watch him season the food, and I'm like, nah,
Like, bro, heavy handed.
Yeah, he heavy handed. That ain't happening, bro. Like, and I know a few people that done follow his cooking or whatnot, and have seen some of that, bro. So I can't rock with it, bro. But I do enjoy watching other content creators cooking. I have tried some other content creator recipes and different ways of marinating steaks and whatnot. Because it took me a while to learn how to cook a steak. Because I wasn't a big beef eater when I was younger.
Yeah. It took me 28 years to realize that I didn't know a good steak.
That part, yeah.
Well done. Who the hell taught us that?
Bro, I don't know.
That's one of the black lies of our community.
That's what I say.
Not eating
Black
a well done damn steak.
Right, black trauma.
Disgusting. Bro, I was at a restaurant a few weeks back. One of my guys got it well done. I wanted to slap him across his face. I was so embarrassed.
Yeah, man.
I almost got up and walked out. Don't you ever order no well done steak when you with me,
bro? You know the funny part about that, and I'm gonna digress a little bit, but I love a medium ribeye, but I gotta have my New York strips. They gotta be well done. And I don't know if it's just the quality of the ones I'm buying, but when I've had a New York strip when I make it at the house, if I cook it medium, it's disgusting to me. I don't know why. But ribeyes, especially like the prime ones with the bone in, like I'm good on the medium. But something about the New York strip. But that just made me think about that. So maybe some food connoisseur can explain that to me why like I'm that way. You know what I'm saying? But that's just it. But yeah, we definitely have to free our people from the bonds of well done steaks.
bro. Listen, that's a sin. Nah, if you eat it, listen to me. Followers, viewers, like say something in the comments if you think I'm lying. I bet you can find it in the word. If you eating well done steak, that is a sin. That's terrible.
Did you just try to harmonize the well done steak? Why'd you say it like that?
So listen, you doing all that stun at that nice restaurant. That restaurant ain't that nice if they gonna prepare a well done steak.
Yeah. I know some restaurants that won't even cook it for you that way.
No, they don't. Hell no. Not no good restaurant.
No, they got a temperature that they recommended at, and that's what they're going to cook it at.
The chef like, who?
Oh, what? Yeah. No, not good.
No, not on my reputation. Absolutely not.
Get that out of here right now.
Right. He gotta go.
He gotta go. Get him out of here, fam. But yeah.
Well done.
No, well done. Yeah, bro, but it's definitely have to free our people from that. Like I said, but I mean, to each his own. However you like your steak, but you missing out on.
No.
Hey.
Nope. If you eat a well done steak, I encourage you to get help. I've been there. It's not good. It's not good.
It's literally leather, bro. Like I don't
It's not good.
It's not good at all. It's definitely
okay. And I'm gonna tell you this. On top of that, I've never seen somebody with a well done steak not ask for steak sauce. Yeah, that's why you need steak sauce,
right?
Because they done burnt them. they done fried the metabolism out of that.
Muscles done seized up, meat tight as hell. Like, goddamn, why they cook me like this? Fiber is super tight, bro. Yeah.
No, listen.
Okay, my bad for saying teachers on. No, don't stop ordering. Stop ordering.
Don't
that
give them no
bullshit.
pass. Stop trying to be nice.
Yeah, I'll stop trying to be nice. Stop ordering that bullshit.
This podcast is for banter and education. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, what was you telling me that one restaurant you said they got the fire steak though? Like the one with you said it was a Cajun crusted steak?
Oh, it's called it's in Omaha, Nebraska. It's called yeah, facts. Hit the Cash App. It's called it's Firehouse.
Firehouse, okay.
I think, or Firebird.
Yeah,
I think Firehouse.
Yeah. Next time I'm
But
up there, because you've been ranting and raving about this Cajun
yeah.
seared rib.
So the crazy part is it's so weird, you know. And I'm not a whatever the pause. I'm not a meat connoisseur,
You show?
but
You
I'll say
show?
this.
Hey,
I'll
yo.
say this. Uh, get the 16 ounce for some reason isn't good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something about the weight of the steak. The 12 ounce is phenomenal.
Yeah. I think
It's a Cajun butter crusted
Mhm.
steak. It's incredible.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just the way the chef, the one that the chef is used to preparing. Because them like
Hmm.
what I like a thicker steak because I know I perfectly know how to prepare those. Normally when I get a thinner piece, I normally overcook it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because it's just about time. Because I like a nice sear on my steak. So in order to get
Yeah.
that sear, you got to cook it for at least a minute on one side. You know what I'm saying? And then the thinner steaks they cook through too fast. So it's probably all. It's probably just the temperature. That's probably all it is. So. I mean
Yeah.
the thickness of the meat and the temperature. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah. But that steak phenomenal. Got like
Pause.
a chili crust. Oh, dude, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Really good. Really good. Yeah.
Definitely got to check that out. So if you got a
Hmm.
firehouse near you, unless it's a local joint, check it out. Any travel plans for this summer, Brandon?
Yeah. Yeah. About to take the wife to. About to go to the Dominican, and then my brother got a little celebration in Jamaica. I'm gonna hit up, so I'm gonna be booked and busy. First part of May, so I'm gonna go back to back 96, 97. So,
Mm-hmm. 96,
what about you,
97.
my brother?
I ain't got no. I only plans I got is to come up there and work. I ain't, but for the next 4 months, I'm locked in.
Yeah,
So yeah, I no plans as of now. Like I said, I'm locked in for the next 4 months, bro. I can't afford not to be. So you know what I'm
yeah,
saying. I mean, physically, mentally, like it's something about being older, bro, and learning in the capacity that I'm learning right now. Because like I said, I've been out of school for a minute, man. So like I'm actually challenging myself now. You know what I mean? And it's something about being older and learning that's making me want to improve everything. I can't really expect like spiritually, mentally, physically, all that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So like literally my routine is I get up, I'll do a couple modules, come upstairs, work out for 30 minutes, get ready for work, come to work. As soon as I get home from work, open up the laptop, come up here, do whatever I need to do as far as like with the family, whatever, and I go hit the books again. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll go work out, I'm sorry, because I hit the books right up, then I go work out again. That's typically what I try to do. Try to get these little 10, 30, 20 minute workouts in and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've been keeping up that routine. And it's funny because when I'm just working, I wasn't able to keep up that routine, you know, like of just trying to make sure that I'm consistent every day and getting up every day. Now I wake up 5:30 before my alarm clock. I'm up, like what's up, like you know what I'm saying. So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's some kind of correlation, but it's definitely fun.
Right.
I can definitely say that. So
Yeah,
definitely
definitely. That's cracking.
fun. Yeah,
Higher level of consciousness, man, is making you go there.
yeah.
So that's dope.
No, for real, for real, for real. But man, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about Sinners. Ryan Coogler's and Michael B. Jordan's new film, new horror film. That will be in theaters starting this Thursday, but it really come out Friday the 18th everywhere. But it's gonna be in select theaters, IMAX, all that. He filmed it on first film to ever be filmed, first black film to ever be filmed on film. They shot it in two different formats. In IMAX, they shot it on film and they shot it digitally. I'm going to see it in IMAX because when you go see it in IMAX because it's going to be in theaters for 2 weeks and then that's when Thunderbolts come out. But it's going to be in IMAX for 2 weeks. When you go see it in IMAX, you actually get a keepsake. They give you a few frames of film from the movie, which I thought was extremely dope. But I know you saw the trailer to it, Bernard. What did you think about the trailer?
Oh man, I think that trailer is incredible. I normally don't like I wouldn't quite say this is a horror film, but I normally don't like it's not in I don't get enjoyment out of watching a movie and being scared.
Mm-hmm.
So what I like about this is they able to kind of blend up a few different type of like perspectives. Like, you know, you can tell there's like a vampire love vibe, right? Then there's there's this blues and musical and like a bunch of historical drama.
Yeah.
It is going to be absolutely incredible. We gonna watch that. I normally don't. I'm normally cheap if I'm being honest and wait till Tuesdays, but I'm gonna go Friday
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
want to see it and we can
yeah.
talk about it. But I'm gonna go see that, bro, and then to see the actors in there where you got starring, Michael B. Jordan. Man, he just a dog, bro. He
Yeah.
he, he just, some of these guys, man, across all of entertainment, I think they we take them for granted because they're just so good.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go celebrate and watch that for sure.
Yeah, I've been seeing nothing but rave reviews about this film, fam. I mean, not like it's already at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's Rotten Tomatoes. I always go there when they you talking about real cinema. Typically, they get it right. If a movie is over 80%, I mean the movie's absolutely phenomenal. Typically, right? They've gotten it wrong a few in the past with some of these superhero movies, and the audience score has gotten it wrong as well. But that's we talking about cinema. Rotten Tomatoes is normally where I go to kind of see what they talking about, and typically what I discovered is anything over 80 is going to be a really, really, really good movie, for the most part. So yeah, he already had 100% from this. Then they've been just ranting and raving about this movie. Like this article from Quintessential just came out. It's talking about Miles Canton. He's the young actor, and he's a 20-year-old actor from Brooklyn, I believe. Yep, a Brooklyn native, and they saying how he steals the show. This gentleman can really, really act. And they said he can sing. His voice is amazing in the film. He actually learned how to play guitar for the film, for the role in the film. So this is gonna be. I want to see this, and I want to see how well this guy steals the show because Ryan Coogler is amazing. Like. This is his 5th film out of film school, fam. Like he got some. He done had years in service now, but his first film out of film school was Fruitvale Station, and you get heavy haters. You get was it Viola Davis in that film? No, it wasn't Viola. It was
Yeah,
Viola Davis. It was Viola
yeah,
Davis.
yeah.
Michael B. Jordan. You get all these amazing actors in your first film out of high school. Then your second film is Black Panther, bro. Like
Ah,
you know what I'm saying? Then you
nuts.
do Creed. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Creed one, I was a Rocky fan when I was younger. I like the fact that that Stallone gave black people their. He was one of the earliest people to star black actors in these major capacities in these films. You know what I'm saying? Stallone was. Y'all can look up the history of that. Y'all can fact check that. But it's like he was definitely one of the people to put black actors on that pedestal. So to see that film take Apollo Creed do a spinoff and include Stallone, all that was incredible to me, man. I really like the direction that they took that film. Then we get Black Panther 2, which for better or worse, it is what it is. I loved it personally. It was pretty comic book accurate with Shuri becoming the Black Panther. I know we were in this woke time where a lot of people didn't want to see these female leads, so to speak, and then we get Sinners is his latest film. From the trailer, I knew the movie was gonna be fire. I'm a huge fan of the vampire genre. I love my first vampire film that I ever fell in love with was Godly, I can't even call the name of it right now because I'm on the spot. I literally just said it for the pod. Was God, bro, man, why can I call the movie with Kiefer Sutherland, man? Lost Boys. Godly. I'm old. I'm getting old, bro. I'm just dropping stuff. I literally just said the name. Like Lost Boys was my favorite. Then I remember watching Bram Stoker's Dracula when I was a kid, and then Interview with a Vampire. Then Blade. Like when they crossed it over to the superhero genre, because I didn't read the comic books. I've always been intrigued with vampires, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just something about they power set, the way what they do, and then even I think it was Dracula Story Untold and Dracula 2000. Like I've seen all those films and I love it. But to see a black take on this, like and set in a historical piece surrounding a black art form, I'm really, really looking forward to this.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And it's a bunch of like what's his name? Lindo.
Delroy Lindo.
Delroy. Yeah. He one of them. I love him as an actor.
Yeah,
He just classic. He just like, yeah.
he in
So
the
I'm
film.
excited. Yeah.
Oh, you tell me something I didn't know. I must have paid attention to the
Yeah.
trailer, or I didn't look
Yeah.
at the casting because I didn't even know
Yeah.
Delroy Lindo was in that. But yeah, Delroy Lindo, first film I ever seen him in was Crooklyn when I was a kid,
Bro.
and like he smoked that role.
He a
Yeah,
beast.
he a beast. But yeah, Delroy can
Yeah.
act his behind up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he in there too. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a treat.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a treat. I'm 100% looking forward to this. But that movie drops Friday. I hope y'all see it. While we in the rain, films, Magazine Dreams is out on digital today. As the day we recording is gonna be out for a day already. So if y'all not familiar with Magazine Dreams, that's not Michael B. Jordan. What's our guy name? That was in Creed 3, bro. Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Major.
Jonathan Majors. This is his one of his solo films. His comeback film after all the controversy surrounding him. You know, with a few years ago, whatnot. And this film has gotten a lot of good reviews as well. So I missed it in theaters, but I'm gonna catch it on digital. See what it's about.
That got 80% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So they do it pretty good. Like, I don't care how you feel about the guy, whatever. He's a phenomenal actor. I just think it's dope that him and Michael B. Jordan are kind of back in the limelight again, same time frame, because those brothers, they built a really good friendship around Creed 3. And I've had my thoughts about Jonathan Majors in the past. I'll save him for another episode, but I want to celebrate him now because I heard he did a really good job. They said in this film, they said his acting is out of this world. They said a lot of people say the film is so, but Jonathan Major kills the film, the acting role. He's assigned. So, you have any thoughts about Magazine Dreams or Jonathan Majors?
I'll save them for a later date.
You say for a later date,
But I'm gonna watch it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna check it out too.
yeah.
I missed it in the movie, so
Yeah. I kind of like that he's doing his media tour because I just saw him on Cam Newton's podcast, and I like some of the stuff that he had to say, man. I just wish he had a better defense attorney when he went through his trial and whatnot, because I thought it was gonna be a bunch of fake deep stuff on him and Cam Newton, but it was a pretty grounded conversation. So I don't want to beat up on the guy too bad, but I just wish he had a better defense attorney when he was dealing with his drama.
boy lost and had footage.
Right. All right, dog. You said you were saving them for a later date.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Yeah. Sure is. But anyway, man, NBA playoffs is about to start. We here.
We here.
We here now.
We bike.
We bike. We big bike. So, what are your thoughts? Who you think coming out the West? Who you want to come out the West?
If I'm looking at this, man, and I'm taking the emotion out of this, I'm gonna say, oh crap. Ooh, out of the West, I'm probably gonna go with OKC.
You gonna go OKC?
I'll probably go OKC.
That's a good pick. They young.
Yep.
They scrappy.
They young. They defend. They healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with and as far as the road to get to the finals, yeah, I think they got the best shot. I was gonna say the Lakers, but the Lakers they playing some young teams, which I think kind of will favor them from an experience standpoint. But Minnesota gonna be a dogfight, and then after that you got the Rockets, which will be a dogfight, or Golden State. Yeah. So I don't know. That just don't seem easy.
And they're a little banged up. So I completely understand why you would pick them, because and like I said, if they wasn't banged up, if health wasn't an issue, I would probably feel the same way. I would probably be like, I'm gonna go with I would go with the Lakers, but I can see OKC because they young and they hungry, and Shea is playing out of his mind right now.
Out of his mind.
Now, if the Lakers can somehow get healthy, because they did sit everybody, they didn't play the last game of the season. They had they had Bronny, Connect, Lynn. You know what I'm saying? They all started. So if the Lakers can somehow seem to get healthy, I'm gonna always go with the experience. I made that mistake in the past betting against Kobe, because I'm thinking Kobe's over the hill and X, Y, and Z, and Kobe showed me why he was Kobe, why he was the great Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? So I don't ever want to bet against that experience.
Right, I agree.
Yeah,
and I'll be honest too. Mm-hmm. If there was like a direct way that LA would have got Denver first after them firing their coach, I was saying it last time. I'm like, oh, they gonna come out the West.
Yeah.
but just how the matchups line up,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's another kind of a reason why I'm taking OKC because I feel like the Clippers gonna lose to Denver. I don't respect the Clippers. I don't
At
believe in
all.
the Clippers. None of that.
Yeah.
So I think
And I
Denver get
hate
that.
that for James Harden too.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
James Harden
So
he's a dog, bro. I don't care what nobody say. He's a hooper, bro. And
yeah,
and I heard a crazy stat today. You know, he every year since he's been in the league, he's been in the playoffs. That was a crazy stat line that I heard today. So ever since he's been in the league, he's been in the playoffs.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we gonna wrap here in a second too. I'm sorry we're gonna make this a short episode, y'all. We gonna wrap this up here in a second. But yeah.
But the East. We can't forget about the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Boston Celtics out the East, and
I,
I'm going them with the back to back.
if they make it, but I think Cleveland's gonna be a problem. It depends on where I got. What's the seed? And when do they play Cleveland?
That would be the finals, the Eastern
East
Conference Finals.
As I thought. I'm going
Yep.
Cleveland. I'm going Cleveland.
Okay.
I'm going
Okay.
Cleveland. Yeah, I'm going
Cool.
Cleveland out the East. Lakers if
Cleve-
Lakers out the West if they can stay healthy. If they not OKC. But
Cleveland not getting past Milwaukee.
I would hope not, but that ain't the way it's looking.
Everybody,
Yeah,
listen.
Mm-hmm.
You done had Dame Lillard rested with his blood clots. He cool. You got Bobby Portis, who was suspended, which unfairly, but he was rested because he was suspended. And Giannis is playing real good right now. So they got some things working for him. I know we got Indiana first. We better smack Indiana.
Bro, we better smack them.
so
They
mad.
better sweep them, bro.
I'll be so mad, bro.
Bro, they better
And
sweep
then-
Indiana.
And then from there, you probably gonna match up with the Cavs right out the gate. So, woo, that's gonna be a dog fight. And then Boston.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still the NBA, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but Boston look like they can probably 5 games at best each series they play. They gonna have Atlanta, and then probably New York. So, but I mean, New York is good, but they ain't good enough.
They ain't good enough.
Yeah, they ain't good enough.
They ain't
so.
even good enough to beat Boston in no 7-game series, like at all.
Nah.
Like,
So.
So, yeah. I'm with you. Excuse me. Oh my God, here we go again with this damn yawning. But like I said, I'm not tired, bro. I don't know why I'm doing that, but
You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe.
Yeah, I gotta breathe. But I'm with you. I'm with you. Boston looks very good, but Cleveland's gonna be a problem. So whoever they face, and I just thought about what you said about the Lakers and face them young teams, man. If they play the Rockets, I ain't really worried about Golden State. I think they can beat Golden State. They a better small ball team than Golden State. They got better pieces as far as small ball goes to beat Golden State. They don't need to be a big team to beat them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm not really worried about Golden State in that aspect. But the Rockets, if they somehow face the Rockets, or if they somehow, like I said, and they got to play Memphis. Luckily, Memphis ain't who they were last year, so I'm like, but like I said, yeah. So I'm with that. And then my pick coming out the East is the Cavs.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with the Cavs.
We'll get some updates as we go. See where we at with it.
Yeah. And
What day does it start? What day does the playoffs start? Or the play in?
Let me see. I gotta pull it up. You know, because I'm never prepared, and you always ask me questions when I'm not prepared. NBA play-in schedule. Let's see here. Oh, tomorrow.
Oh, perfect. Give us something to watch.
Yeah. The Hawks and the Magic play tomorrow. Grizzlies and Warriors, and the Heat and the Bulls. Dang, I didn't even know the Heat was in the play-in. That's how far they done fall from grace, huh?
Boo.
No, I'm sorry. That's not tomorrow either. That's Wednesday. So today, when y'all hear that, that's when the Magic and the hold on, see, I got to pull it. So the Hawks and the Magic play today, Grizzlies and Warriors, and then Wednesday is when the Heat and Bulls play, the 16th. So yeah, it's starting. It's here. It's here.
Patio season is in effect.
Yeah, this my time of year. So.
Facts.
I love the playoffs. This is when I really get locked in. So I'm gonna have to figure something out, man. Hopefully, get your league pass working on your TV.
I know. Well, it's working. It's just I ain't just figured it out on YouTube.
Oh,
YouTube TV.
Okay. Yeah.
But the NBA app works. So.
Okay. Yeah, we figure it. I'll tap you in. But yeah, man. Bro, you got anything else to add before we skedaddle?
Oh man, I just want to tell everybody, man, God bless you. If you're hearing this, I hope you win. You know, you're a decision away. So be kind with yourself, and keep pushing. Stay tenacious.
How am I gonna follow that up, bro? You should have just said, "All right, man, peace, we out." Mic drop.
I'm a mic dropper.
I can't follow that up, y'all. So listen, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's a short episode because y'all can see my brother is under the weather. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We're sorry to provide y'all, but we gonna get back with y'all later on this week, and we're gonna do something else once Burner's feeling a little bit better.
Anything for the fans, guys. Y'all was calling for us to get on today, so
Yeah,
I had to get on.
yeah, for sure. So all right, man. We'll holler at y'all later.
All right, peace out.